Chainlink price update starting off on the short time frame 4-hour chart, and then we're going to zoom out to the bigger picture. Let's get right to it. The Gaussian channel, we are now poking our head above it here for the first time in a while. However, there's something even bigger afoot. What is it? I'm glad you asked. Let's look right here at this move. See this angle of attack? What about this angle of attack? They look similar, right? But there's a blatant difference here. Even though it's a short time frame, this is pretty significant. The lower to upper Bollinger Band moves. Look at the Bollinger Band. Forget the Gaussian channel for now. Let's turn that off. This lower Bollinger Band and immediately going to the upper Bollinger Band is a very bullish move, and one of the most overlooked tools of the Bollinger Band is that move right there. The vice versa is also very accurate, right? When you go to upper to lower very quickly. We didn't do that back here, right? We hit over here, went sideways, then started to go up a little bit, and then we came all the way back down again. These do not happen that often. When they do, up or down, you need to be paying attention no matter what time frame you're looking at. So look back here, right? Upper to lower immediately. Bearish, right? And look what we did soon after for a while, right? And even went to lower lows, days later, weeks later. This is the opposite. This says high probability, at least higher probability, that price action will at least continue higher for the foreseeable future. And if not, like, we consolidate higher and tighter, right? So we don't go back down. This says the lows are likely in for now. The local lows are in, hopefully forever. We don't want to see Chainlink back below $10, right? So here's all our moving averages. We have the 200 right here at 1127. We need to be watching that if we move down. But more importantly, the EMA 8. As long as you don't close below that, you're good to go higher and higher and higher, right? Our next target is 1240, this high. That gets us to this yellow zone, which we'll see as we zoom out here. If you close under the EMA 8, you're not all bad just yet. You want to be watching for a close under the 21 if you close under the 8, the yellow line. So if you close under the red, you got to watch the yellow, right? So, and then the trouble starts if you close under the yellow. Bulls are in charge until you start to close under the 21 EMA. Okay, so that's the 4-hour Gaussian channel. Back on. We're above it. Let's zoom out to the daily chart. You can see now we're in the Gaussian channel. We need to get out of here. We need to make a new high. We need to get at least in this zone, really ideally outside of the zone, right? We want to see a green zone, which is a little bit higher. The 200 EMA, major moving average, the 200-day EMA in the pink there at the top, right? We have not been able to close above that since June, right? That was the last time over here. So that's nothing great can happen for Chainlink until we get, or any coin for that matter, right? Anything you're looking at, you got to be above your 200-day before you can expect explosive moves. Now, 10% in a day for Chainlink has been few and far between. So we'll take what we can get at this point. But our next target is to get out of here, right? Specifically, like this little part, right? We just close in that little box right there. That would get us above the 200. It would get us back in this previous rejection zone, right? Once back in August, twice in September. We don't want to see 3 times. We want to cut through that. Get above 13, and then the good things start to happen. So that's the daily chart. Okay, now let's zoom out. How about the 3-day? Still a little bit more bearish here. Why? Because everything says that. Going back, zooming out, our previous support low, all from a year ago, November, a year ago, support low, support low, support low, broken support, flip to resistance, resistance, still resistance when we get up to it. Not only that, but we have the median Gaussian channel line, which will act as resistance. The channel is red, which is obviously not good. We're still under the 200 EMA on the 3-day chart, which is the 600-day moving average, mind you, because we're on a 3-day, right? Do the maths. That's a major moving average, right? That's why Gaussian channel is red. That's why price action has been, probably not up to your liking as of now. It's just kind of trapped down. everything starts to click. Get above 13. 13's like the magic number. You've heard 13 might be lucky, unlucky. For Chainlink, is going to be lucky. 13 is the damn number. It's not 1350. It's not 1272. It's not whatever your grandma says. It's damn 13. And then flannel. All right. That's what we're looking for Chainlink in the kind of broader spectrum. Now let's get to the weekly and look at the macro here, and then we'll look at even the monthly. Now, what do we like here? We're back above the 200 week, right? That's a good sign. We've been kind of messing around with that for a long time now, chopped back and forth. Gaussian channel on the low side has held as support. Yeah, that's a good. What else do we like? Well, look at these Bollinger Bands pinching up here, right? Signaling there's probably a bigger move incoming, right? This is probably the tightest the bands have been since, I mean, I've got to go like almost 18 months ago here. Yeah. Back to last summer, like July 2023 summer, literally last year summer. Get above the 21 week EMA, the yellow line here, which is just above 12. Again, we got to cut through all these nets, right? All these moving averages, like act like little spider webs. We got to get the hell out of here. Again, look at all these wicks, previous support low. This yellow zone is resistance. We got to flip out of here. On the weekly, you got to get a little bit higher than that 13 level. But a lot of good things probably start to happen a little bit before then. I think it's still like 13 is the number. We got to see 1 3 point, and then we can probably see a bigger move out of Chainlink. What am I talking about bigger? Like flip the Gaussian channel weekly to support like we did here, and good things can start to happen. Resistance, like just red Gaussian weekly channel stuck in the lower part. Looks pretty much like a rhyme to me so far. Even though the channel's green, we got to get out of here soon, or the channel will turn red on the weekly. We don't want that. So between now and 2025, which is, you guessed it, like right here, if you can read, like it's like right before the end of this box here, my perfectly drawn straight line. We must get above at least the 21 week, really above all moving averages, which is not much. It's like $13 does it. Have you heard 13 in this video yet? All right, that's where we're at. Median Gaussian channel right there, just a little bit higher. Let's poke our head above here, and then we can start to talk about the goodness. Let's not focus on the bad and it much longer, right? We're there. We're almost there. We got like a little bit over $1 left. Let's do another little bit of pump, right? We're going, right? Bitcoin dominance, we need that to top, and I think Chainlink will take off. A lot of altcoins will take off, but Bitcoin dominance is still climbing ever so slightly higher. I think this is going to top this year. We talk about this all the time in our Patreon group, our private Telegram alerts group. If you want access to that, we make videos every day there. You get access to a tight group of people where we keep well informed on everything across the board that you're seeing. Tether dominance, Bitcoin dominance, DXY, total market caps, meme coin picks, you guessed it, whatever you want it. It's found there. All right, that's Chainlink update. Hope to see you in our alerts group. Any questions, let me know below. We'll get back to our regularly scheduled program here on YouTube now that things are picking back up again. All right, next video will probably be like a Bitcoin video. Then we'll do some alts throughout the week. Requests, get them in as you're watching this long. Appreciate it. Look at the monthly. Look at where we are. Monthly median Gaussian channel here. We're trying to get above it. Look at all these moving averages. This is why we're being like a little bit suppressed here. It's coiled up. Look at these low wicks. Higher low. Higher low. We're right there. Put it on a line chart. It looks like it's ready to pop. On the monthly. We're on the monthly here. Right? $13. Remember that number. That gets us above all monthly moving averages. That gets us above the median Gaussian channel on the monthly. I would be looking for like a 13 to next target of 20. Like the top of the Gaussian, the top of the Bollinger Band. It's right there. That's the next target. $20. 13 to 20. All right. Quote and card of the day. I almost forgot. It's been a while. Quote of the day. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Car of the day. Aston Martin DBX. In my opinion, the best looking SUV out there. Maybe the Lamborghini Urus. But that's a little bit more than this one. I think you can get these used now for under 6 figures, which is pretty cool. Probably the coolest looking taillights, if you ask me. All right, that's it.